For retirees today, the possibility of a long-term care or extended healthcare need is in the forefront of their minds. The reality is this: 70% of people over the age of 65 are going to need some form of long-term care in their lifetime. However, the fact is that only 10% or less have a plan in place. We find this is for many reasons, but one of the major problems with planning for long-term care is that the sales force or planning force is ill-equipped to prepare their clients for this risk. To help educate and prepare our advisors for planning for long-term care, Producer's Choice has put together a simple 4-step planning process to help lay out the foundation of planning for long-term care. This simple process has been proven to equip advisors and firms with the knowledge and tools needed to plan for long-term care. Let's learn the 4-step process and what goes into each step of planning for long-term care. Step 1, educate and change perception of long-term care. This education is critical to help lay the foundation on what is long-term care, how can I receive care, how much does care cost, and what are my options to pay for that care. This presentation can be conducted as a one-on-one presentation, done virtually, or even in a seminar or group setting. Once an educational foundation has been set, it is critical to discuss the consequences of not having a plan in place. This is not just about finances, but the emotional impact of a long-term care event. Step 2, collect information and identify goals. It's now time to properly fact-find and question the client on their preferences to how they're going to receive care, as well as how they would like to pay for care. This can be done through a series of questions and utilizing the tools like the Producer's Choice Fact Finder and Long-Term Care Questionnaire. When putting a plan in place, it is critical to do proper fact-finding and questioning of a client. Many advisors make the mistake of running simple illustrations and quotes without having any foundational knowledge on the client's current situation. It should be no different than putting a structured income plan in place or a structured retirement portfolio. Step 3, build and review plan options that serves the client's goals. Putting a plan in place is specific to each individual client. It should be taken very seriously and not just with a simple quoting process. We need to consider all options to plan for care. When presenting a long-term care insurance solution, the plan should be simplified. This can be done by utilizing the Producer's Choice Long-Term Care Comparison tool, focusing on what's important to the client's goals and situations. Things like long-term care monthly benefits, death benefit should care not be received, and if they have the ability to change their mind in the future. Step 4, take action and deliver. Once the plan is agreed upon with the client and advisor, it's now on to taking an application and doing some field underwriting. The field underwriting will help the advisor make proper recommendations and set proper expectations of the next steps. Simply put, long-term care is the number one unfunded risk to retirees today, and as advisors, it's our job to start having proper long-term care conversations. Contact Producer's Choice today to implement the 4-step planning process and start having meaningful long-term care conversations with your clients today.